Hey, thanks for joining in on this excursion to blue-red madness that I'm doing here in Gundam. My opponent is playing red-green zeon, rush, I guess, whatever. I went second on the die roll. Did mulligan, so that's happening right now. But going second, I feel, is pretty good for this blue-red deck. So, kicking things off, my opponent does have a turn 1 Zaku 1. Almost all his characters or units are going to be named Zaku. So, either way. He passes it to me, I drop it Jin, swing back. Because that's why I feel going second is pretty good. Anyways, 2 more Zaku 2s, puts one of his Zakus into my space. You see where this is going. I'm going to stop saying Zaku now. But those ones that he did play get bigger when they swing, which is pretty good on his behalf. Not good for me. So I put a little damage on my guy by trying taking some of the board down. I play Rizal, Madame Rizal. Sorry. Anyways, so they swing in. I figured they would try to trade, but they went for base. And then life. No trigger. So anyways, Zaku, this is the one that gives you cards when it dies, and this is the one of his pair that gives you cards when it dies. So, pretty fancy. Either way, now I gotta figure out how to put this board down some. So, this one to life, no big deal. Take this guy out. Try to keep the threats from coming. Here's a Rizal again, followed up by a Jin. Try to keep my board just as equally bad as or oppressive back onto him. I'll let him get into some things here now. He's going to send that unit into this one, Kamikaze, and getting the Mariner back, or whatever, Mariner. And then swings this one in. And then swings over here. And then this time does give me the Maria Cruz. Can't see it though. But here's another Zaku. But he has a Char Link. So since I head into life, I can't do much beyond that. He drops the card he got off the reveal. And keeps his mysterious hand to himself some more. That was a pretty good turn for him. Took a lot of my board presence away. I guess if I had it. But, I gotta sit here and try to think, how do I get through all this? Because if I can keep his hand down, he has no way to really refill it. And so, keeping the refuel down is pretty good. But he just keeps dropping that Zaku too, the Char Zaku. And, that just thing gives too much value. Anyways, here's my go at it. So here is whatever though, Maria Cruz Link. I'm not going to even try to say that unit's name. I don't know how to say it. Just anyway, so I'm explaining how I'm going to ping for 1 damage on 2 different units, and then I'm going to swing in, killing this thing that one of the targets, and then swing in on a 3rd unit and kill it by putting minimal points of damage on my unit, sending this other unit into your big unit, giving you a stupid card advantage because the thing's going to take out another unit of mine either way. And then he gets his Zaku off that, send this one into his other Zaku, thinking, yes, my job is done. I took care of his board. Even though I know I just gave him a card to play. It wasn't a very big one. I think it was a Draxi at the best. Anyway, sniper team into a Char whiff. Thank God. He bricked that. You see me like, yeah, nope, put that to the bottom. No more pairing up. Anyways, he goes, that would have been pretty good, though, if I had it. Because, then he passes to me with it. Because that's obviously, you see why. Thinking, oh, man, I might have a chance here. Only 2 life into, I think, 5 at this time of him. Trade out. 1 damage there, kill that thing. He does get a base. Lucky guy. So let's put some little damage on that base. And hopefully it's less work for me, knowing that this unit is going to kamikaze into one of mine next turn. Or into his turn or whatever, because that's what that unit does. So I play Grandpa, followed up with GM, General Motors. Anyways, so let him cook away here, thinking about optimal plays. Explaining about what the dice, this is how much damage they have. So, it's not much either of us could do. We're doing blow to blow, like surviving, but that base was pretty good on time for him. I wish I had a lesser unit, like a lesser powered unit to send into it that would kill it at that point in time. But anyways, some long thanks, yeah, by my opponent, trying to course his action. Goes into my life, gives me Amaru Ray. And then he go ahead and plays Fortress Defense, which gives him 2 of the guys. That was pretty good on his part. That was like, ooh, made the game very dicey, very hard for me. And he slaps down 2 more Zaku's. I'm like, well, if I pass back to him, I do not get another turn. So, with his shield and base in 3, I'm like, I can maybe get through and hit base and get to the life. Because I have a trick up my sleeve, I thought. So either way, take the base, shield, and he gets another base. That literally saves him the game. So I had to deal with that. Ping out a token. There's not much else I can do. I pretty much concede at this point because I do have this guy, this Ankshka or whatever, and I can link Amaru to it, which I'm about to do. But there's not much. Like, that was going to be hopefully the swing in if he didn't have the base. But the base what saved him. See, there's Ankshka. You don't 1 damage there, no big deal. And then I link it, rest this here, and then I just go for that and take out board, I guess, and then wish that's a base in my last life, which even if it is, it doesn't save me. Because where it's like, oh no, I pass back to him, he plays another card or 2. So that is it for the most part. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much for coming, Lieutenant Ray.
So, we weren't able to outrun that Zeon ship after all.
Unfortunately not.
I understand.